Alright, you guys, as you can see, we've got Wolverine in the back. It is a bad day for him. He is going to get neutered. We had been planning to all along. This doesn't entirely have to do with him escaping the yard, because he's actually been really good the last 2 to 3 weeks. Even without the collar, I think he's starting to learn. Maybe not. Maybe it's just cold and he's just kind of hanging around. But anyway, we've been wanting to do this regardless because we don't want him breeding his mom. We just waited until he was at least a year old, so he reaches his full growth potential, and or at least to where we want him, and he's a little more mature. So anyways, first time in a car ride. He's not doing too bad. I really thought he was going to be pretty scared to death, but he's doing okay. But we're gonna run down there. I gotta be there within the next 25 minutes, and we'll see how he acts when he gets back. And then when we get back, we gotta take care of all the animals, and we might be going to get some more animals again soon. Well, guys, it's coming in now, as you can see. This is so weird. We're getting a south snowstorm. Very weird. I think I guess it's just the rain coming up and hitting that cold temperature level and turning into snow. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Normally we're getting it from north, south. I don't know. I think it's wild. My brother is down in Texas. My parents are up in Missouri, and they have snow down in Texas that just started here. My parents aren't getting it till this afternoon, so it's just mind-boggling to me. But I have got water buckets right here. Apparently my bucket's got a leak, and we got pig food. So we're about to go get all these animals knocked out before this gets too rough. And this is what it's like doing chores in the winter. Hey, piggies! I think you guys need a lot more hay in there. You done smashed it all down. Sure you're warm. Being piled up together. You want some water? Come on. So clearly hydration is really important during the winter. That's your biggest factor through the winter. As you can see, my hands are red and frozen. I don't like to wear gloves because I can't feel anything, and especially when I'm carrying out these buckets, I just get wet and it ends up making it twice as bad anyway. So food is easy. You can usually get a big feeder to fill up, but it's always the water that's a big issue. They got a barrel back there, and there's things like that we forget to do every winter. It's usually unhooking the hose, or draining the water hose, or emptying water bins or whatever. So like that barrel right now, we didn't empty it like dummies. It had just gotten filled up a couple days before all this came in, and it is frozen solid. That is gonna take days to get unfrozen. But there's things like that that you need to make a list, and that's something that I'll probably do is get on my computer and make a winter checklist, and go down and say, okay, we need to remember to do this, uncover or unhook the hoses, drain the hoses, put the faucet covers on, make sure all the animal waters are empty, because it's gonna freeze. And most people don't have the money to put in a nice system or heated system or something like that. For us, we are out here in a corral, and we also don't have electricity. It would cost money to run an electrical line out here. However, we should have done that when we put the water line in. I don't know why we didn't, but everything just costs so much money to do, and that's stuff that you need to think about and prepare. But if you're like us and you're just winging it, the best thing that you can do is get you some of those rubber feed pans. They're like 10-15 bucks at Atwoods or I guess Orscheln's or Tractor Supply, whatever's near you. They're not too expensive. The plastic ones will break. They'll crack on you. Not always, but it does happen. The rubber ones are great because when you flip them over, you can just stomp on them and the ice all comes out. I absolutely love the rubber feeders. Make sure you think about that and get you some rubber feed pans. They're awesome. And another thing that you're gonna want, obviously, is a lot of 5-gallon buckets. You can never have too many buckets on a farm, especially for carrying water, and then you got feed. And a lot of times we use them to carry medical supplies out when we're coming to attend to the pigs and whatnot. So 5-gallon buckets are awesome for, well, all year, but especially during the winter time when you have to haul water. Another thing is we always like to give warm water. I usually fill them up really hot because by the time you get out here, it's cool, and it also helps warm up the animals and their internals, and then it doesn't freeze as fast. If you use cold water, if that's all you got, use cold water. Obviously, you just need to get your animals water, but if you can bring your buckets inside and get hot water for them, it's gonna take longer to freeze, so we always do that. What are you guys up to? So Tilly here behind me, now that she's here, she's actually hopefully due in 3 weeks. I'm so excited. We'll have our first baby cria on the farm. She was bred last year on February 24th. They actually ovulate a couple days after that. They have an induced ovulation, so they will mate and then they won't actually ovulate for 2 to 3 days later. So they mated on February 24th would have been the first day they would have mated, and so she is due anywhere from technically January 30th, but she can go into labor as early as January 20th. So I can't see if she's got her udders swelled up yet. I can't tell if she's got any milk. Hopefully we'll have a baby. Her rib cage looks like it's expanded some, and he has not tried to breed her one time since last February. So pretty sure she's bred. So we'll see here in a couple weeks. I'm really excited. I'm nervous because it's freezing. That's like the harshest part of the year. The first week of February is typically our worst part of the year, and so I'm a little nervous. I was reading that llamas' tongue is not long enough to lick off their babies, and so I guess they hum. So to warm them up, I'm not really sure, I guess. So I'm definitely nervous about that. I'm gonna have to keep a really close watch on her. I may put her in the corral just so I know that she can get out of the elements and she's not gonna have it out in something like this. So we'll see here in the next week or two as it gets closer. I'm gonna keep a really close eye on her, because if that baby comes out and the sack's not off or whatever, you know, that's gonna be rough. 11 and a half months they're bred. So that's gonna be really rough if we lose a cria after that long. But be looking forward to that. If you're not subscribed, now is a great time to do so, so you don't miss that. So please hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. We would really appreciate that. And the last thing is the little like button. That just tells people, hey, this is a good video, boost it in the algorithm. And so maybe you didn't like this video particularly, but if you like our channel, that would still help us. So we would appreciate it if you wouldn't mind doing that for us too. But also, if you guys have any questions on anything, please leave a comment. We love answering questions, and we love your comments. And, you know, things like the pig, things like winterizing, feeding animals through the winter. Please leave your comments below. We'd love to help you guys out. So anyway, let's get on and go. The goats still aren't out here. I kind of thought maybe they would come out while I was doing all this talking, and they haven't. So we're gonna go sneak around to the goat barn and see if they are in there. I will warn you if you're new to the channel or if you haven't watched in a while, the goat barn is not done. I have not got the front wall on or the door in. I had some metal lined up that I was gonna go pick up, and it got sold right before I had messaged them, or I thought I was gonna get, and so that was kind of unfortunate. I'm still looking for sheet metal that's affordable that I can go get and finish this thing out. But however, it is still 15 degrees warmer in that barn, and it's also blocking the north and south winds, which is where it's really harsh anyway. And they also have the tank battery, so there's lots of hay in there, and everybody piled up. It'll keep them warm. So anyway, I just want to throw that out there before everybody starts knocking me on not having it, for it not being a barn yet, because we're still working on it. But everything's progress. As long as you get your animals out of the wind, that's the most important. So let's go check on them. Well, oh, Porky. Yeah, he got out, and we tried to get him in with all the pigs so it'd be warm. Look like you regretting that. Yeah. Probably should have stayed in there, huh? Now you gotta cuddle with the goats. All these chickens and roosters. Hello, Hamburger. You look cute with your snow. Augie. Where's Panda? She must be in there. I think the goats are actually in here. Let's go see. Hi, Darla. I'm gonna catch all these chickens out here, and I'm gonna clip their wings and put them in our coop because I want eggs. And they're laying them out here. Hello. Are you frisky? You're excited with all the snow, huh? All right, let me look in here. You're not nudge me. Oh, there's only a couple of you. Hey, Missy. That's our matriarch, the leader, and her daughter. She's smart. It's way warmer in there than anywhere else. Dorothy, why don't you go in there, girly? Okay, let's go find Panda. Make sure she's okay, and the other goats. Oh. My hands are frozen. Oh, llamas have moved. Dakota put the hay feeder back here to block that north wind. There was a chicken in here the other day. Hi, Betty. You don't seem to care. Oh, yeah, there's Egg. They were buried under all that yesterday. Hi, Panda. Hi, guys. I'm glad you're using this. Oh, yeah. It's dry in here and so much warmer. Just getting out of that wind makes a huge difference. So I built these I mean, obviously they don't look nice, but I built these little bunks out of the pallets so they could climb up onto, but I guess they're a little tall. So I haven't seen them up there. I just thought it would give them more room in here. So I've got to make a little step for them. Panda, I wasn't trying to kick you out. But you can see it's not done. I still need to block up the back. There's a couple drafts, but I promise you guys, it is so much warmer in here. Hi, big guy. You don't seem to mind. Stinky Pete. There's my little girl. She got stuck in the hay feeder the other day when this first started. I was out here about 5 o'clock to check on all the goats, and next morning came out and she had her head stuck in the feeder and got a little frostbite on her ears. I'm hoping it wasn't bad enough that they end up falling off the tips, but I was pretty sad about that. She's one of my favorites as far as color goes. And sometimes that happens. It's unfortunate. And that feeder only has like 4-inch gaps, so I have no idea. I don't even know how she gets her head in there, and it's hard to get out. There's only one way to squeeze them out the right way. You got to pull back their ears and all kinds of stuff. So you guys sure poop a lot. Irene. that girl right there, I can't wait to see her kids. She had the most beautiful boy last year. And sadly, he was our firstborn, and he also did not make it. But I'm so excited to see her kids again. Shirley here has never successfully had babies. She aborted last year pretty early on. So we're hoping that mineral feeder is helping them all and they won't have issues. And then we have some coccidiostat to help with things this year. So, and then this little barn, I'm gonna have this finished for sure before kidding season, because that was the main idea, because they have the other shelters they can get into, but this was mostly for the kidding season. But we'll see. Praying and crossing fingers. Praying we have a better season. Alright, let's go check on the other pigs. I'm sure they're fine. They have more hay in their box, and his water was fine yesterday, surprisingly. It got warm enough. Daggone roosting poles broke. We need to get y'all some more roosting poles in here. Whew. My poor turkey girl cannot fit through the door, so I had to manually bring her in here. Guys look warm. I don't know where all the rest of you are. I actually don't know how many chickens I have, so now's a great time that I can count them all. Bunch of them are pasture chickens, like they were born out there and they've just lived out there. So I really don't know how many I actually have. Oh yeah, girls are still laying good. Man, I just put fresh bedding in here. Somebody else posted about how nasty their eggs were because of the winter mud. Yeah, it's pretty gross. Why do they poop in there? Why can't they just be like llamas and poop in one spot? It's gross. Look at that one. Pooping all over her. Ugh. See, whoever uses that box is clean. Nobody does. There was no eggs in there. Okay. Nope. What have we got here? You guys are funny. Look at this. Told you guys the rabbits like the cold weather. Oop. They keep trampling all their hay down. I keep piling it up, making them warm, but look at them. Even the babies are out. They have a huge nest right here, and they're out. They're crazy. Okay, I'm gonna fix all their hay up and get a little cozier in here. The boys have scattered an entire bale on the ground. Unfortunately, I guess it's keeping the dogs warm. Even though I built the dogs a super nice dog house out in the pasture, they prefer to sleep out in the elements. Huh, Otter? That's rude. Alright, well, I kind of dinned it up. He's already knocked his back down. He's trying to knock his down. These babies are... They're loving it. This one over here on top of Mama, licking the snow. She's eating hers. And this one, yep, she's out in it. Like I said, ooh, about took my back out there. Rabbits love the cold. Even on our old cage, we used to have big wooden boxes on the back. And anytime it was snowing or really cold like this, they were sitting outside their box. They were usually more in their box in the summertime, which is pretty wild, but... See, they're not even trying to snuggle up. They're just... They look confused Why are you piling that hay up? Alright, y'all. I appreciate you watching. I know there's a lot of me talking. Another thing that I would recommend is get you a pair of canvas coveralls and a jacket. You will not regret it. My body is not cold whatsoever, and I'm a huge baby when it comes to the cold. It's just my nose and my hands are freezing to death. But my body feels great, and all I got on is a pair of sweats. So definitely get you a pair of canvas coveralls and a jacket. It doesn't matter what brand. You can get the Dry Duck, the Carhartt, the Polar King, Bernie. I got Bernie coveralls, and I don't even know what this is. Dakota got it at his old oil field job for free with his points. So I use this one for my farm stuff only, and then I have another one that I wear out whenever we're like going out to eat or whatever, or running errands. But this one is for farm chores only. It's got a big rip on the back side, and I can get poop and mud or whatever on it, dirt, and this stays my farm clothes. But get you a pair of those and a good pair of insulated rain boots. These things are amazing. I wear them even during the summer. Sometimes it gets a little hot, but I wear them all the time. Perfect for doing farm chores, and they keep your feet mostly warm in the winter. My legs are warm, my ankles are warm. It's just my toes get cold, but my toes get cold all the way. But anyway, I'm not gonna keep blabbing all day long. I appreciate you watching this video, and we'll bring you back when we go pick up Wolverine, and we hope you guys are staying warm in this weather. I think my camera's fogging up. Hope you guys are staying warm in the weather, and if you're out doing farm chores, I hope you get them done quick and you can get inside and get toasted up. I'm gonna go inside and have me another cup of coffee and get the house cleaned up and get on with my day. We'll see you later, guys.
Come on, boy. Oh, look at Wolverine. You don't even know what's happened yet.
They just told me, don't let his sutures get wet. I'm like, it's snowing. It's snowing.
You better not. I doubt he'll want to set his, well, he doesn't know he don't have any left, but I doubt he'll want to set them in the snow.
Baby. Over here. Can't sit in his lap. Poor thing.
Oh, was she traumatized?
They're like, his stitches are dissolvable. I'm like,
sit.
this is not a pet dog. This is a
If he's an outside dog,
dog.
I'm like pulling sandburrs out of his mane. Yeah, he's an outside dog.
Yes, did I leave you? I'm sorry.
This heater don't work the greatest in this truck.
I told you I would come back for you. Sorry, Bob.
Oh, he's home. He's home.
There's Mama.
Go. Good boy. He's still here. Is this your mama? And your sister? Come on, boy. Get out. He's like he's like, it's cold out there. I'm an inside dog now.
Well, because I took him in before there was snow. He's never seen snow.
Yeah, he has.
Although, yeah, it snowed. Yeah, but he was a puppy. You don't remember. Wolverine, come on.
There you go. Now you can safely be around your mama.